Hello, YouTube friends. I'm back. It's your girl, Von Naya. I'm here with another video for you. Today's topic, as usual, crypto. More on the crypto scams. Oh, baby, they're out there. Let me tell you. They're all over the place. Hey, I like these scams. These scams are awesome. You want to know why these scams are awesome? Because they give me validity. That's right. They give me validity. Without scams, these people investing in crypto, man, they think they know what they're doing. They're like, yeah, I'm going to buy me some of that coin. And then they buy it and lose it all. And it's like, dude, I told you you wanted to hook up with my company. No. You're right. I should have. I don't even want to do crypto anymore. But if I do, yeah, I'll come to you again. Yo, man. I didn't just form this company just to have a company. Although, that is kind of why I formed it. See, I don't want a job anymore. I'm sick and tired of having a boss. And while, yeah, this job that I have right now, technically I really don't have a boss. And yeah, I should be comfortable now. I should be content. You know what I mean? I don't have to pay any rent. My employer lets me live here for free. My employer pays me in the day, in the night. My employer gives me free water, free Wi-Fi, free electricity. I'm supposed to be happy about this. I'm supposed to be a happy camper and be like, I don't want to rock this boat. I want to stay here forever. No, I don't want to have a boss. I want to be the boss. I want to be the one swinging my... Just kidding. I'm just saying. I'm tired of having a boss. And I think this is my test. I really do. I think this is my test. My test right now is... You've always wanted to be like the top dog anywhere you worked at. Well, here you are. No one can fire you here. You literally in charge of this whole place. Everything you say goes. And your boss doesn't come around. Doesn't ask you to do things. This is great. Why would anyone complain about this? Well, I'm not complaining about this. I'm happy about this, but it's still not enough for me. It's not enough. I want my own company. I want to eventually have a company where I worked hard, I built it, and then I hired people that I felt understood what I was doing and what I wanted to accomplish, and now have them do the work. And, you know, I just go on vacation and hang out. You know, that's what I'm looking for. And so that's why I formed this cryptocurrency company. And, well, more and more, it's becoming apparent how necessary my company will be eventually. You see, I just had I don't want to say client, because the company isn't formed to have clients. And this person is, I guess it's kind of first a client, but not really, because this person isn't paying for my services. But I am giving this person my services. And I'm doing so so that I can have some testimonies from when the company is formed. I want to be able to put up and say, look, this is, you know, Carlos Jr. And Carlos Jr. here would like to give a testimony on what his experience has been like investing in crypto through our company with us. Through the company's, consultants. I don't want to say my company name yet because I've only done the tax. I haven't I haven't done the trademark yet and the copyright. So I'm gonna hold on that. I'm gonna hold off. I'll let you know. But basically, the company will be a safe haven for investors, first-time crypto investors, people who want to get involved in crypto but don't know how to get started or where. That's basically what the company. We will be consultants in the beginning, and that's being done right now because everything's up in the air as far as like investing and consulting and trading for people and investing for people. That will come later down the line. For now, our company will just specialize in teaching people how to invest for themselves. And really, that's where the scams come in. You see, a lot of people are intimidated by this whole crypto world. And let's be honest, they're not just intimidated by crypto. Anybody who's investing in crypto themselves or want to do it themselves, these are the type of people who wanted to do it themselves with stocks, but couldn't. And maybe they tried investing through somebody in stocks and maybe they got burned. And so now they're trying to do it with crypto and they don't know where to start. This is where potentially you can get scammed. Because you're going out there looking for information. You're trying to figure out what to do, where to do it, and who to do it with. There's a lot of scammers set up to catch you. They're ready. They're ready the minute you log on or click on, oh, you want to buy crypto? Yeah. Put your money here and we'll buy it for you. So, there's many different ways. Recently, my guy who I've been trying to help, he started buying coins, got a little comfortable. His assignment here changed. We ran out of work for him and the crew that he was on. They went to another project, and now we're caught up in what we're doing, and we're ready for them to come back. So now they're back to frame the rest of the building out, and he's been here for 3 days. And today he wanted to ask me, actually asked me yesterday. He asked me a question about something. I said, no, I never heard of it. And that was it, and I wish he would have asked me more. Because had he done so, I would have said, no, bro, don't put your XRP in that at all. Tomorrow, we'll research this together and we'll figure it out. But no, don't do it, is what I would have told him. And if you're part of my company, you would have came to me and you would have asked me, hey, does this look legitimate? What do you think? Should I invest in this? And I would have said over the phone or in text, I don't know, man, I wouldn't do it just yet. Let's wait. Come to the office. Come to my place, whatever. Let's meet up for lunch. And let's figure this out. I would not have allowed you or anyone else to just send their XRP anywhere. Who are these people? You found them on the internet? Where on the internet? Do you know them? Do they call you at home? Like, what? No, you can't just send your crypto anywhere. This is a whole new platform. The scammers understand and know behind these numeric alpha phrases, it could be anybody. He sent over $700 worth of XRP to this place. We can't get it out. Even $10 worth of XRP. Not going through. Man. And I know that experience. I know that feeling. And that's why he came to me with this problem. One, because that's what the company was set up to do. Was to protect you from these scams. To vet anything you were going to put your money in for you so that so that you wouldn't get scammed. And he got scammed. And that's because he got very comfortable. Everybody does it. You think you know what you're doing. I've done it. I've been scammed. Everybody's been scammed. He feels horrible, and I know exactly how he's feeling. I know, and the things that I expressed to him helped him understand and realize that I completely understood what emotion he was having. I've watched this man worked his ass off for that money and invest it. And man, this guy was so happy. Just like me. Said the same thing. I have never been able to save more than $500. And now investing in this crypto, I had, over $1,600. He has less now because his XRP is gone. I feel for this guy. But there was one rule I told him, which is never share your keys.
It's 7 o'clock.
Thank you. You never share your keys with anybody. Your keys are your keys only. If anyone has access to those keys, they have access to your crypto. Share his keys. There are simple ways to prevent this. And if you don't follow those things, you will get scammed. And sometimes, too, if you're not part of a community, it's hard to keep those protocols intact. Especially when your emotions are just... it sucks that this happened to him, but at the same time, it's good. I think this slowed him down. He was moving way too fast in the crypto world. Slowed him down. Now he knows to be a little bit more careful. He's feeling a little hesitant to buy. He doesn't want to buy at high prices. He bought at a very low price. And I just had to be there and say, hey, I think this thing's going to go down to that price again. Be ready. If you want to go back in, if you want to get some more, just be ready, buy some stable coin now. Have it sitting there for when that price dips. Boom, you just buy, I told him that's what I did when I lost my Theta token, Every time I see it go down, I buy a little bit more. It's the only thing you can do. And I helped him understand, hey, this is what the company's all about. He was going to be a client. And I offered my services to him for free in exchange for testimonies. I'm working with about 6 different individuals right now. And I'm not charging so that I can have their testimony. So when the company is up and running and I need people to vet or vouch for the company, I have some people to do so. And when we get to that point, I'm hoping that the amount of money they had invested through me with my advice rose their bottom line, and the fact that I was able to consult with them and advise them, they were able to not get scammed and keep their money or crypto. So, when the company is formed, that's what we will be doing. Now, the company isn't formed right now, and that's not my fault. None of that is my fault, okay? That is 100% Trump's fault. Trump and the economic policymakers that we have and their bureaucracy. That's all their fault, okay? Because my production company, TV film production company in Mexico, that is up and running. That is good to go. You want to know why? Because it's really simple and easy. It's a production company. TV film. That's ready to go. Paperwork, the ink's dried. Everything's set. This isn't. And the minute we get clarity and regulations and protocols, policy, people with ideas like mine, man, we're going to be able to flourish. We're going to be able to just hit the ground running. And a lot of us that have these companies that are waiting on regulation and clarity right now, like, we feel we're being held back. I feel I'm being held back. You know? Right now, our company is only set up to consult. And that's because we don't know what's going on. The minute we find out what's going on and regulations are set and there's clarity, we'll be able to do so much more things. As of now, it's just education. That's it. How do you buy and store crypto? What kind of crypto? You know, what projects are out there? What are the taxes? What are the regulations? What, you know, all that stuff. That's as far as we can go right now. But eventually we will consult and we will help you get into the right projects. We'll know the right projects for you to invest in early. We'll also be ready to help show you the different avenues of investments. In crypto, there's tons of investment avenues. There's liquidity pools. There's DeFi. Again, there's NFT. There's so many products. The talks right now are that you can buy like Bitcoin, and when it's like at a point where it's astronomical, you'll be able to lend out your Bitcoin. You'll be able to lend out your Bitcoin to Bank of America, and Bank of America is going to have to pay you. You'll be able to get a loan. You know, maybe you need, you know, $10,000 right now, you know, and you have $5,000 worth of Bitcoin. You know, the banks, the institutions, they know that $5,000 Bitcoin, they know that can possibly be worth in 2 years $30,000. So there are going to be products based off that where you'll be able to lend out your Bitcoin and make money off it, or at least get a loan off your Bitcoin, and when you pay it back, you get your Bitcoin back. That's a win-win, I believe. These are products that are going to be out there that my company is going to be able to advise people and show them and direct them to. Also, the company's education. How you buy, we're going to teach people how to buy it. Yeah, you can buy it through a wallet, through an exchange, but buying and trading through other exchanges instead of wallet swapping is a better way to buy it. It's like when you wallet swap it, it's like driving an automatic car. There's, you know, only a certain amount of things you could do. When you buy it through trading exchanges, it's like driving a 6-speed car. You know, you can stop on a dime, you can go lower, you could go higher. There's so many things you could do as far as buying it. Maybe you don't want to buy, you know, XRP at $2. Maybe you back tested it, or someone like me told you, hey, we think XRP is going to go down in a week. We think it's going to take a dip. That gives you then, you know, the heads up to put some stable coin in your wallet and to buy it. Or that also, if through us you learn how to trade crypto, we'll teach you how to set a buy order so that you're not sitting there all week long checking your phone for when XRP goes down to, you know, $1.50. No, we'll teach you how to set a buy order so that if XRP comes down to 50 cents or $1.50, it just buys it for you. You could have been at work. It just bought the XRP for you while you worked. Our company will be able to teach people how to do that. And that's ultimately where eventually the company's going to go and leave off at. The company may form other companies that are more geared towards investing. Once, you know, maybe our students or our clients are at a level that we taught them, they can graduate to another company that we have that's meant for more intense investing. So all I can say is we're getting to some choppy, uncharted territories. If it seems like it's too good of a deal, it probably is. And majority of the time, if it's someone saying they're going to make things easier for you, they probably aren't. And what I've learned in money and crypto is that when you give your money in crypto to someone else to do something that you could have done yourself, chances are you're not going to get it back. And people who invest in that way lose a lot of money. But the people who take the time, do the research of the crypto, of the project, of the people, and do the transaction themselves, majority of the time keep their money. Majority of the time do not get scammed. And to help add a layer of extra security, being with a community or a company also helps as well. Sometimes when it's more than just one pair of eyes, it helps as far as knowing what to do. I'm pretty sure had my friend came to me or two other guys that we invest with, this wouldn't have happened. But out of all the guys, he's the most confident. He's the one that's really taken off and invested in a lot of crypto. Partly because he doesn't have any kids. He lives with his mother, so rent is a lot less than if he didn't. And I believe that's why he's really hit it hard as far as investing. But with that being said, he has the most confidence out of all the guys that are in my class. And I believe that that gave him too much confidence. And that was enough for the person scamming him to see an opportunity. So, if it's not with my company, and I can't give you the name right now because I haven't done the trademark, but eventually, I'd say in about a couple months, probably a month and a half, I will be ready to share the company name, company logo, company site, everything. But as of right now, I can't. It's too beautiful of a name. It's such a... No, I'm not giving this away. I will have the patience and I will wait. When everything's final, I will give you all the information. But yeah, guys, do your research. Please don't get scammed. And if you're not sure, you can always, I guess, YouTube a question here. I give you whatever answer I can. Definitely would not let you get your money stolen or taken. So that's all really I wanted to talk about. That scams. Stay away from them. And if you feel like you're being scammed, you probably are. There's going to be a little feeling inside where you're like, am I being scammed? As soon as you say that, as soon as that little voice in your head goes, are you being scammed? You're being scammed. You're being scammed, I promise. Anytime you hear that voice, 99.9% chance you're being scammed. If you don't hear that voice, you might be able to proceed. That's been pretty accurate on everything. My last dealings with family, the whole time, in the back of my head, I kept hearing, are you being scammed? Turns out I was. But that's okay. Want to know why? Because where they're at now, they will always be there. They will never leave. Because that's as capable as they are. Right there. Right there. They're going to die in that property that they are now sitting at. And me? I don't know where I'm going to die. I'm hoping it's Mexico. But right now, no one No one, there's not a soul on earth that can say, you know what? She's gonna die here. She's gonna die there. She's gonna die maybe over there. No, nobody can say where I'm gonna die. But to the family members that have scammed me, we all know where you're gonna die. Where you're sitting at right now. That's where you're gonna die. For sure. I guarantee it. Alright, folks, have a good day. Bye.